Our next player here, Lawrence, Achane. He's got the Colts. He's coming off a bye week. Hopefully he was able to get healthy during that bye week. But the bottom line is he hasn't scored double-digit fantasy points since week 2. When this team doesn't have a quarterback, it makes it brutal on the running game.
Yeah, it's been tough, right? But what you saw in that Dolphins offense from the first game that Tyler Huntley started to the second was that they did get a little better. And what they did do is they got that running game going. You saw Raheem Mostert and Jalen Wright both go for over 80 rushing yards. And this Colts rushing defense, you look at what Pollard just did against them, 17 carries, 93 and a touchdown. Week before that, Tank Bigsby, 100 yards and a touchdown. So if he plays this weekend, I like them to lean on him a little bit and continue. They'll get the receivers the ball in the short area, but I'd expect them to lean on the run game. I'm keeping it open.
What about you, Matthew?
I'm also keeping it open. I mean, look, I agree with you. Lawrence. Look, it feels like there's at least some positivity heading into the bye where they rushed for 187 yards in their last game. Achane in his 4 full games this season has an over 17% target share. It's a nice matchup against the Colts as Indianapolis allows the 5th most rushing yards to opposing running backs. And I hope to think that off of the bye, Tyler Huntley's now been, in essence, the starting quarterback for almost a month. And so you hope that he's got a better grasp of the offense and that Mike McDaniel took these 2 weeks to be like, all right, let's figure out what we've got. We know it's a few more weeks before Tua can, in theory, come back. So I believe we will see a more efficient, a better version, not what we expected, but a more competent version of the Dolphins offense coming out of the bye. And it does feel like prior to the bye, again, because they were successful running the ball, that they figured something out with that run game. Hopefully, we expect Achane to be cleared. I don't think he's officially been cleared.
We're going to wait for our practice. It is Wednesday for us. We got to wait for official reports throughout the week.
But it feels like he'll be.
Hopefully,
we're hoping.
With Malik Neighbors, that it would be a 1-week concussion. These concussions have been different this year.
They are
timelines.
All different.
As my friend and longtime colleague Stefan Yabel always talks about, concussions are nonlinear injuries, and they go, sometimes that you're good and then you're bad, and so they're nonlinear injuries. So you never know. Malik Neighbors is a great example. Hopefully Achane gets back, but even if he's not, I would keep it open for Mostert or Jalen Wright. As the week goes on, we'll get a better sense of who's going to be running for Miami. But whoever the Dolphins running back is, I'm in on this week against the Colts with 2 weeks to prepare for this game.
Another running back further on the list here, Matthew, Zack Moss, 19 total touches over the past 2 weeks. Chase Brown getting more involved in this offense for Cincinnati.
I'm closing it out. He's had 19 touches total in the past 2 games. He fumbled in the third quarter last week, and then we just didn't see him again. Chase Brown's been the more explosive guy. I'm closing it out on the road at Cleveland.
I'm going to close it out as well. Chase Brown has out-carried him for 2 straight weeks now. And then, look, you're going against the Browns. They shut down Saquon Barkley last week. If that so happens to happen again versus the Bengals, which running back is more likely to have a breakaway run? That's Chase Brown, not Zack Moss. I'm closing it out.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.